Yeah, back again at Animoji Gaming. So this time I just tried to play Mafia 3, which is basically no longer failed to record the sound from the HDMI video capture, since I think I can hear the PlayStation 3 background sound pretty clearly. And this time, this is actually the first time that I played Mafia 3, I guess. I'm not sure, but basically this is the only PlayStation 4 games that I bought in sealed, so it's still brand new in box, but the seller is actually one that sell it in things, I guess. So these only have one stock of this game because I think it's cancelled to play it. I don't know. But thing is, this one is actually the Mafia Trilogy Definitive Edition, which include 3 Blu-ray discs. That is Mafia Definitive Edition, Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, and Mafia 3 Definitive Edition, even though I'm not pretty sure what's the difference, because Mafia 3 is the last title that was released, so it is not actually available on the previous generation console. So, but yeah, it is pretty buggy than any other previous Mafia. Besides the Mafia Definitive Edition, the first one is actually a total remake. So, it is just basically the rest Mafia game that was released, but they're trying to keep the original things inside the game. So all of them seems to be seems quite old. So the feature you cannot do the open world games very clearly. Thing is, the Mafia if
Lankin's mother abandoned him in
so
1947,
footage
a couple of
even
years after he was born.
actually comes
His
from
mother,
real life.
I heard she was Dominican. I always figured his
Because
father
this
was
was
white,
inspired from
maybe even
real
Italian.
event.
Not
I
that it
don't know.
mattered. Back then, if you look black, you black. Same as today, I suppose.
But
He
this one
stayed
is
at the
definitely
orphanage
not
until
real.
1958.
Well, when did you meet Lincoln Click? 1966. I was running Black Ops out of Laos on
There's
behalf
actually
of the
so
CIA.
many
He was loaned out to me
even
via
happened
joint
in the
CIA
60s.
DOD task force.
He was a quiet boy.
Just like in Indonesia, where there's revolution of the new
2 Purple Hearts, a Bronze Star, and the
to
Distinguished Service Cross.
communism.
He served his country with honor and distinction.
That was
After the
killed
city
so
closed the
many
orphanage,
Indonesian
he fell in with
generals.
Sammy Robinson. Sammy ran the
30
black mob
September.
over in Delray Hollow. I can't say I approve,
Celebrated
but
in
often
the
colored boys didn't have a lot of options back then.
days of
Boys
his
like
mom.
Lincoln, the ones who've been abandoned, they're always looking for a home. Always looking for a place to belong. I think he thought he'd find it in the army.
So goes from the army to the Mafia.
Thing
It's
is,
quite weird.
once that's lost, you
And
never
no
get it
more, I
back.
guess.
When he returned from the war, Lincoln ended back up over at Sammy's. Now Sammy owed the Italian mob a whole lot of money, and he needed Lincoln's help. It's a damn shame what happened. It breaks my heart.
So the story plot or the storyline is quite weird. So it's guess goes into the future, back into the past, until he eventually got betrayed. And just
Still say this is the craziest goddamn thing I ever heard. Using real money to rob the feds.
Well, hell, man, not like this is our cash. This all came from
Revenge.
Scaletta. Besides, peanuts compared to what we're gonna haul out of there.
Is everything we need to burn?
Yeah, that's it. I grabbed the keys to the truck, then we can get the fuck out of here.
Still not Legion, even though it's still a
Keys in another room. Grab them so we can get the hell out of here.
especially because it's pretty unique. But I tried to play the Mafia 3.
Still not sure about leaving him like this.
some kind
Came
of
through with the
weird
truck just like we
things.
asked. Even greased his partner to make it look
So
good.
many
You
possibilities, but
I'll take the chance.
I don't know, it's just not quite there yet.
We should get going. You got the keys so you can drive.
Talk about the
Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
mission. It's similar like the Grand Theft Auto 5 maybe. Try to make it similar, so there's a bank robbery, but yeah, this one seems to be quiet. So because maybe this is just like the preparation, so we cannot see anything. Police, yeah, this time.
Take it easy heading to town. We don't need the cops crawling up our asses.
Well, it's in the 60s, so it's
Ah, that poor fuck back there. He ain't got no idea what he's in for.
What was his cut? 5%?
Yeah, about. Not like he'll be able to spend it. Feds will be watching his every move for the rest of his life. Probably better we just whacked him.
If I learned anything in Nam, always a good idea to dangle someone out there. Use them to get everybody's attention. Then you just slip away.
So answer me this. It's the craziest thing I saw over there.
You don't want to know.
Hell, man, I'm a taxpayer. I got the right to know how my money's being spent.
Oh, Georgie Marcano pays taxes.
Damn right I do. That's how they got Al Capone, and I ain't going to prison for no fucking tax bill. Huh. Are you going to answer the question or what?
So the city is like the suburban.
We're on the coast of Quang Nai,
Not sure.
evacuating the civvies for Charlie overran everything. Anyway, we get him onto a medical ship, and this woman walks up. She got a baby in one hand and the leash to a pig in the other. She starts up the ramp, and the MP stops her and tells her you can only bring one thing on board. So she tosses the baby into the water. MP goes ape. Tells someone dive in after the kids, starts screaming at the woman, wants to know what the fuck she's thinking. You know what she says then? She says, I can always have another baby.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey man, you asked.
Yeah, but I thought you gonna tell me a story about some gook getting his dick blown off or something. I mean, God damn.
It's not a fault. It's not like you think. Conditions over there, man. Jesus Christ. One day you're raising cattle, tending your rice. Next day everything bombed flat. You put people up against the wall. They will do anything to survive.
That better been one delicious fucking pig.
It's a little bit of skyscraper there, but yeah, definitely not Manhattan of New York City. Because yeah, this was a new Bordeaux. If you talk about the developer publisher that was released the Mafia game, it is actually the same
Backing up to the loading
as
dock.
the Grand Theft Auto, which is the Take-Two Interactive. Just don't understand why.
Some of these fellas might get a little rough
any
with the language, and
Well, ain't like I never been called nigga before.
nah, I know, but I'm just saying if I go along with it, ain't nothing poison.
They're just
The only thing I care about
different universe.
Getting our hands on that money.
Because yeah, Mafia is just intended to follow the real even. I think the Mafia 2 is actually
When I say something about being hot, that's when we make our move.
All right.
Racism during the time.
Where the hell you going, Lincoln? Here we go.
Put your IDs up the glass.
We're part of the Boeing crew. What the fuck's this shit heel doing here? Affirmative action. You know how it is.
Old country is spinning around a goddamn toilet.
Federal Reserve, it seems like a stamp storage.
You can follow me. As for you, go on and grab those bags off the truck. You'll be carrying them to the burn room. How much y'all bring in?
$238,546. Small bills mostly.
I'll have Miss Gale call up to your office when we're done. She'll confirm the delivery.
The Mafia
Appreciate it.
is actually comes from a different developer. The Hangar 13 is not as good as the roster games, obviously. But there are actually similarities in terms of graphics, even though the Mafia 3 is actually after
Need to check that scattergun. You packing anything?
Still in training.
Good. One less goddamn thing for me to worry about.
You can pick it up on the way out.
Burn room's down in the cellar. This way. I ain't seen y'all around these parts before.
Y'all's over in Georgia for a while. He just got out the service.
My cousin's been trying to get on here for over a year now. Was in the Navy for 2 tours, got medals falling out of his ass. Government tells him thanks, but no thanks.
That's a crock of shit if I ever heard one.
Sad day when a God-fearing white man can't get a job. And any old nigga who staggers in is hired on the spot. You bastards better not be playing with each other back there.
Fuck you! Christ, look at that. Didn't know y'all held that much gold.
Washington's been shuffling around on account of the war. It's here, and it gets sent to Dallas, and it comes back. It doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense.
Maybe this was not the
Here we are.
reserve. This game seems still quite buggy for some reason.
Put those bags on the table there.
Just pretty slow to go into the next instruction.
I've done this detail before. Figured it'd be bigger.
It gets the job done. Only time there's a problem is when the flue clogs up.
Fuck, that's some heat right there.
We used to use coal for it, but a year or so back we switched over to oil. Maintains a more consistent flame.
Here's some guy come around the house trying to switch me over to oil. Told him I wasn't interested.
I never was neither till I saw this.
God, that guy was an asshole.
We need to move. Danny and Ellis should be coming up any time now.
Give me a second.
So it will be burned, the body. But sadly,
You take care of those guards. Keep your ass down. You don't want them getting a drop on us.
I know what the fuck I'm doing.
it's pretty weird. So I thought it was going to be a silent mission, but it turned out to make. Just don't get it why the instruction is just freezing.
You know that house we've been renting out? Called over there last night. Told them I wanted to sell it. Told them they needed to be out in 2 weeks. And the man, his name's John, starts laying into me, saying the lease gives them the right to a 30-day notice. That's how he's supposed to find a new place in 2 weeks. So I tell him none of that's my goddamn problem. It's my property, and I'll do with it what I please. And if it brings up that fucking lease again, I'll use it to wipe my ass and make him eat it. Not only that, I know he's friends with a couple of niggas, and they go over there at night and play cards. Told John when they moved in that I wouldn't tolerate niggas on my property. Neighbors see that, they start questioning me, wanting to know the kind of people I associate with. Let the niggas play cards with other niggas, I say. Fucking assholes. Sorry, it just gets my blood boiling.
The other guys just don't really see. Obviously, there's an alarm.
Come on,
So
we need to
it
get
turns
this
out
vault
there's
open.
a lot of police going. Just don't know why there's a machine gun in the vault for no reason. It's just like prepared to be used for the.
Oh, I hope this combination stiletto gun is legit.
Steal a lot of money. Maybe it's just for protection.
Well, I'll be damned. All right, go for it, Godzilla.
Holy fucking
shit. It's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take care of this room. You see what you can get from outside. Once these boys punch through with that drill, we're gonna start throwing this down. God damn it! You triggered the fucking alarm? Shit, I didn't know that this cage was on a different system. All right, we're gonna hold off the guards until Danny's done drilling. Hey, we're gonna pull this off.
Just to look at people that will betray eventually.
Grab a gun. Guards gonna be coming down.
Guns. looks like a hawk.
God dang! You gotta be careful out here. Get around this ass! I'm not ready to fire! Shit, need more ammo! Give me a goddamn hand here! Got another man down!
This is really weird. User interface and experience.
I got eyes on the suspect.
Yes, well,
He's got me stuck.
cool. It's quite weird.
He's got me stuck.
Since, yeah, it's like too powerful holding gun.
Starting to think this asshole wants me dead. Shit, need more ammo. Get me out of here.
One hands.
He crazier than a shithouse rat. Fucker has me trapped. Those cocksuckers.
I'm taking the lead. Somebody. Give me a goddamn.
Obviously, you cannot carry so many weapons. To change unlike the current. If where you can carry.
Starting to think this asshole wants me dead. Fucker has me trapped. Jesus Christ. Goddamn, we sure kicked the hornet's nest this time.
Only way we walk out of here is if we get the weapons stored in that armory. Bust the door open.
Gun is
I'll watch our
not
ass.
as cool as the one that
My old man gonna shit a brick when he hears about this. Fuck! Fuck! Come on, open!
Give me that damn thing.
I'm not sure what time that The Godfather takes place, but The Godfather is just pure Mafia, maybe because it's just a fictional story, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's no drum mech yet because we talk about the upgradable weapons. So standard magazine of the Thompson into the drum, which can contain basically, if you talk about it, those weapons in GTA 5, it is actually considered as a submachine gun, so it's not as powerful as an assault rifle, which already exists in the 60s. So you can use an AK-47
Shit, man, these guys ain't fucking around.
M16 yet.
Face way worse than this over in Nam. Little smoke don't mean shit. Stay close to the vault. Watch for the drill. I'll deal with these assholes.
You crazier than a shithouse rat.
Well, Sammy had men all over the place.
Directly
And one of them worked at a cleaner's and stole the uniforms Georgie Marcano and Lincoln Clay wore on the day of the robbery. Another one was a janitor at the Federal Reserve, and he provided a rough layout. The robbery of the Federal Reserve was timed perfectly, and none of it would have been possible without the involvement of Sammy Robinson, Lincoln Clay, and the rest of the black mob.
So we just go into the early times of the robbery. We just finished the war.
You just come from Vietnam?
That's right.
I was a Marine in the Pacific. You take it from me. Just because you're home doesn't mean you're back. You understand? People around here, they don't get it. Never will.
Talk about the Mafia.
Keep your ass out of trouble.
Kids in the World War II wars. For some reason. There's no sound.
Sorry I'm late. Got caught up crossing the bridge.
Don't worry about it.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for my stepbrother, Lincoln Clay. You seen him? He used to get ticked off if you were even a minute late.
Kiss my ass.
There he is. How was the trip?
Being as how this is the first time in 4 years and somebody telling me where to go, what to do, or how to do it, it was fucking great. What's new with the old man?
Man, don't even get me started on Pops. He used to pull his head at his ass.
Introduction mission.
Same as ever then.
Brother, you have no fucking idea.
Damn, Ellis.
Because
she's looking good. Just like I left her.
Man, even I know not to fuck around with your car.
From zero.
All right, come on.
No, basically.
I'm ready to go home.
It's already zero.
I won't forget you.
Used by somebody else. Quite not introduction mission. So there's like the last mission of Grand Theft Auto 5 where you pull the haze to steal a lot of gold. Quite similar like that, or like the introduction mission of the GTA 5 as well. But the introduction of GTA 5 mission is pretty short in the North Yankton. You eventually escape. Then got killed and escaped through food, just driver.
Sammy's doing all right.
Ever since we got your telegram about coming home, he's been climbing the walls. What if the plane crashes? What if the train's delayed? What if they call him back? And he goes stand in front of the kitchen window and sip his whiskey like he was expecting you to come strolling up. This ain't none, man. Chill the fuck out.
So there's an augmented
Anyhow, like I was saying, and he goes stand in front of the kitchen window and sip his whiskey like he was expecting you to come strolling up the sidewalk.
Pretty classic, so
don't say nothing about me telling you that.
I won't.
He's fine once he sees you. Ever since Mama, hell, you know how he gets.
Just like any other Mafia game, it always has a speedometer in the game because, yeah, if you make it the game harder, you can actually use it for speed limit. So even crossing the traffic lights can get you.
You remember Marty and Ron Langford?
Sure.
They moved up to Empire Bay a year or so after you shipped out. Started selling weed. They call and ask me if I want something. I say sure. It's free money as far as I'm concerned. Anyhow, a month back, Marty drops me a line and says they're moving in the heroin, that they're looking for an apartment down around these parts.
Can't imagine Sammy was too keen on that.
I was never told about the weed. That ain't nothing to nobody. But this, I gotta talk to him about. I ain't said more than 3 words, and he's yelling about the Fed. How we don't need JF up our asses, and what the fuck am I thinking? Selling dope with kids running around the neighborhood. We ain't selling no dope to no children.
Like they got any money to begin with.
I wonder how
fucking around the side. That was pretty serious shit. A couple guys over novel running it. Wound up pissing off the wrong person. Got that throat cut.
Shit, man, I know what's what. That's why I was talking to Georgie about it.
No way Sal's gonna go along with that.
Georgia says he'd keep his old man for fight now. We'll still clear the hollow in Frisco. We're selling the French Wall. George's Uncle Lou won't say shit as long as we give him a taste of the action.
I don't know, man. George is a cool cat and all, but heroin ain't the kiddie pool.
Come in on it with us. I bet he'd agree to a 3-way split.
I don't know. I kind of need to lay low a bit, figure some things out.
Yeah. All right.
just like any other previous console, because console is usually just run at 30 FPS for some reason. That's the reason why first-person shooter games is rare to be.
Who the hell am I gonna go with? The great Ambitious?
Especially
Oh, God. I ever tell you I accidentally saw her without a shirt once? That woman has the droopiest, nastiest tits I've ever seen. They were like 2 sacks of potatoes with nothing in them.
Yeah, like that was a fucking accident.
Hey, man, fuck you. I was damn lucky to walk away from that one. Anyway, you'll go with Regine.
Regine?
Believe me, once you see her, you're gonna want to dig right in.
Matter of fact,
she got half the guys in the hollow. We'll go in the front. I ain't having your wall here, I ask you.
And it's just pretty annoying. Why the controller is always different in the tutorial.
Back though. Look who I found panhandling out in front of the train station.
Pleasure, man.
Boy, I send you to bring Lincoln Clay home. Not the big nigger who ate him.
Well, shit, old man. I finally went somewhere they knew how to cook.
Welcome home, son. How are you?
I'll be better once I get some of that shine in me.
I always did love corn whiskey. I would like to make a toast. My father used to say that the real worth of a man came from the mark he left on the world. When Lincoln first told me he was joining the military, I was against it. Too dangerous, I say. Let those people fight their own war, I say. But then I realized Lincoln needed to go out and make his mark. And that's precisely what he did. I'm so proud of you.
The Cuban family.
For Lincoln!
Fight City.
Bienvenue à la maison!
For Lincoln! Bienvenue à la maison!
Especially when they try to talk in Spanish.
It's so good. Nice seeing you, Lincoln. Oh, I kept you in my prayers.
I really appreciate that, Father.
Now who wants to get shit-faced?
It's hard to explain what it's like coming home from war.
The interview is basically take place in the modern
Elation, fear,
you know, the real see the modern
guilt.
Yeah.
Imagine being trapped in a dark room and there's no way out. And every fear, every nightmare you ever had is in that room with you. And there's no escape from any of it.
In the 20s.
And then one day, a door opens.
In the 70s.
And you're free to go. Just like that. The thing is, you made your peace with your terror and your fear of death. And now part of you is afraid to leave it behind. But what choice do you have?
Transition between
every soldier has to walk through that door, one way or another.
It's not good as the interview.
Man, whiskey like going in the morning.
Hell, man, just sleep it off. The room's the same as you left it.
I'm gonna take the basement.
The basement? Why the fuck you want to crash down there?
I'll see you in the morning.
Man, that wall must have really fucked you up.
It is not still quite far from the Betrayal. So there's kind of already open world possibilities that were shown, even though we cannot basically go around the city yet. So basically bed is never really used like in the Grand Theft Auto where you can save the game. So, yeah, the game saving here is most likely from just autosave directly because yeah, it's still trying to follow the previous Mafia game.
We barely have 2 nickels to rub together. Now we're paying for all that food. Jesus Christ.
Watch that mouth of yours.
We wouldn't be in this mess if you would have listened to me.
What mess?
Not something you need to worry about, Lincoln. I got it under control.
Under control. God damn it, you need to...
Boy, I'm not warning you again.
Have it your way, old man.
Let him be.
If you talk
needs to
about
cool
the
off.
generation of video
Mind telling me
game,
what's got him so
the
riled up?
graphics has basically
We've been having problems.
game
The
is
hit.
still just like any
Like I
other
say, I
cartoon.
got it under control.
Well, truck's all loaded up. I figure we got enough out there for...
It's always the same, even though
Should
it's
I
already
come
the
back?
next day.
In honor of your
Because, yeah,
returning to
it's
us
just
safe and
not
sound,
easy to create.
I made a donation to Father James here. Supplied him with food he can hand out to some of our needier family.
I was hoping you'd lend me a hand, Lincoln, and give you a chance to see the neighborhood.
I
This thing with
think
the
what
Haitians,
the
how serious is
agent
it?
has tried to move on.
You know Ellis.
It's kind of
Someone looks at him the wrong way, he's on them like a wet dog.
Like I said, I can come back.
Nonsense. Lincoln needs to get out.
real.
Enjoy
like
the
in
day.
real life.
Besides, be good for the two of you to spend some time together. Go on. Those people waiting on their food.
Oh, I saw Lincoln a couple times once he was first back. He told me he wanted to leave town, head out to California.
I think since the main
Now,
character
he had a
never
friend in the
really
service who could get him a job working at the Mare Island
it's
shipyard.
definitely
And the only
already
reason he
died for
came
some
back was to
reason.
tell Sammy and Ellis goodbye.
Just run away and never be found
But
again.
then he found out about
To
the
the
trouble Sammy
his
was
wife,
having
of
with
course.
those Haitians. So he decided to stay and help. Those Haitians, they are bad news. No talking Lincoln out of it.
Tried to do
Whatever else he might have
until
become,
interview.
Lincoln was always loyal.
Even though is holding several things or the animation of their hands, just still. This is actually the time where this got stopped several times. That's the reason why I
Well, then
stopped
most likely.
recording.
3-month apprenticeship to start, then the union lets you in.
You tell Sammy
It's
and Ellis?
basically
Not
a
yet.
good thing.
Gonna wait a few days. Didn't want to spring it on them since I just got
Let's
back.
get even
Well, they won't
longer.
like to hear it, but they'll come around.
If you
You
want
need to do what's best for
definition,
you.
which I
Go ahead and
thought
start serving those folks. I'll be back.
so it's just mission all the way.
Give Sammy my best, Lincoln.
Yes, sir.
I never really played. It was first released in PlayStation 2.
Warm meal,
which I
warm
found
heart.
it
Oh, sure.
quite interesting when I see it, the game, which has been released quite a while when I owned PlayStation 2. This game is just pretty basic, even though it's already a 3D dimensional.
Thanks.
It's just very hard to play.
Nice to see you. You delivering a real blessing here, Lincoln. Thank you.
Blessings mine, ma'am.
A couple of days back and they already
There's
got you
some
working?
little
Ah,
things, the
happy to do it.
animation is just hard. It's just
Means a hell of a
amazing
lot
to
to all of
be
us.
created. So if you talk about the suit that was transferred from
Don't get old, son.
it's like an
Fucking
infinity
shit
suit.
show.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Hey there, Lincoln.
How are you, Regine?
I'm good. Nice to see you around the holler again.
Nice to see those big brown eyes again.
Well, they'll be over at my aunt's place with the rest of me. You should stop by.
Maybe I'll do that.
Lincoln, we got trouble.
Run, Regine!
Just got stuck for some
We're
reason.
done with you, Lincoln. Sammy's next.
Yeah. I didn't know what button did I have to push. There's 2 buttons in the information. But it's just not appropriate. Maybe because it's just freaking small to see. And why they decided to freeze the game. They'll be eventually press the button. It is pretty annoying. So turns out I was pressing the wrong button of the PlayStation 4. So that was the end of the game. So I just eventually quit the game and try first time until I finally turn up. Just like any other previous information, it's just wrong.